Hello everyone, welcome back to my video. Today I'm going to explain the rest of the function in AutoCAD 2022 that I haven't touched it yet. So let's explore it right now. So I'll go back to modify object. So from the last video, I already explained about the offset, the mesh properties, and so on. So today I'm going to explain the rest of the function about the scales, stretch, chamfer, and fillet. Okay, so let's start with stretch first. So actually stretch is very typical because the stretch is actually just move, just stretch the object, just move the object to to another point. So which means you can see. So you just stretch it to another side. So very simple. So next to the scale is either you can resize it, which means you can make it small, or you can make it big. Okay, so there's a function of the scale. So going to the next one is fillet. So fillet is kinda complicated, so I'll explain one by one. So for the fillet, I will show you first. So fillet actually is a round and fillet the edge of objects. You can see there's like something like an aeroplane, right? Like an aeroplane. Like for example, an arc is created that is the tangent to both of the selected line. So which means, for example, I press the fillet. So I select the first object and I go to radius. So remember this one I really need to go to radius because the fillet is something like the circle, like an arc, like the radius. Actually, basically, for example, let me open a new drawing first. Okay, for circle, basically, actually we have okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do the line first. So actually, start from here, we can know the radius. We can know the radius, right? So actually, it's the same thing. So let me stretch it to the end. Okay, so I will move it to the middle. Okay, and I look. So I will stretch it to the end. Okay, wait okay, so actually it's the same thing. Like you trim the part here. So if you want the arc here, so what should you do? You trim the part here. So you can get the corner, the curved line from your left corner. So which means from the same thing here. So this one let me undo it first. Okay, so the same thing here. After I press the fillet, and I choose the radius. If actually I don't know how many radius that it needs, so I put it as 25 and press the second line. So actually nothing happens, right? But you can see it here. You can see the corner of the table is already changed to the curved line. So which means the radius is too small for this. So let me undo. Okay, it becomes a straight line already, right? So I'm going to fill it again. I choose a radius. So maybe I need to go for 250 because that 25 is too small for this. So if I press enter and select second point, so you can see very obvious. So it already becomes a curved line. So if you want to make it easy, like you want to make this table to vanish the corner for these four corners. Like, let me find some example. Maybe you want to do like a arrow size, or maybe you just want to do like, for example, so I choose the fillet first, and for polyline. So if you want to make the four corner to becomes the curve, so after choose it, oops, I need to select it again. Fillet, polyline, and radius. So same again for 250 for radius, and go to the rectangle. Okay, so four of the corner is become a curve. So a very obvious, right? So that's the easy way to make it simple, to make it as a rectangle, but in curve way for corner. Okay, so I'm going to the next. The next one is chamfer. So chamfer basically is count on distance, angle, and method. Okay, so I press the first line first. Okay, so distance, angle, and method. So it counts on these three types of options. So I'm going to the distance first. For first one, I choose for 150 distance. So apply for second line. So it becomes a straight line because that it's count on distance. So it becomes a straight line. So you see the description here. The distance and angle that you specify are applied in the order that you select the object, which means the variables, the edges of objects. So you can see real clear, right? So how to differentiate the distance, the different distance? Okay, for this one I need to show another one, like distance. This one I choose it as 300 and change it and select for this line. Okay, so very obvious, right? So these two is different. So let me measure it for distance. Start from here to here. So you can see the view clear. So you can see the angles is 135 degrees and the distance is 150. So for another one, so here's the same things. You can see it real clear, right? Okay. So after this, let me undo it first. So after this, I'm going to the next one. Okay, I'm going to explain another one is for dimension, for annotation. Okay, so for annotation, you can see here got four options. For the first one, you can change the font, either any font that you want, because they're in all styles. So you can go into new, or you can go to arrow 1, 2, 3. If you don't want it, you can change to another style. Like you can change it to Career New, or Dubai Light, or any options that you want. You can also go to GG. Okay. So let me cancel it. So the second one is Dimension Style Manager. So Dimension Style Manager, which means like arrowheads, So now the type, now this one is M arrows head MMs. So if you want to change another style or you want to set it another style, like you can go to new. You can go to new. Wait, you can go into new or modify. Okay, you can modify it. Right, you can select to another layer, the color of the layer. Like you can go into science. You can go to magenta. For me, I really like cyan color, so I'm going to science. And the line type, you can go to dash line or continuous line. Okay, I'm going to dash line rather. So the lightweight also can choose to another mm. Whether you want 0.05 mm or this sticker like 2.1 mm. This up to you. So I following by layers. So here's the option that you can select it whether that is makes you comfortable or not. Okay, so going to symbol and arrows. So can see for arrowheads you can select for close field or close blank. Right, okay, so I random select once origin indicator, so it becomes like this. You can see at the right of the picture, or you can choose a close. Okay, or you can choose to dot. For me, I will use for right angle. It's better. So there's nothing for us to say. Nothing for me to say. So I'm going to next. The third one is multi-leader style. This one is the text of the color maybe here. So the annotation. Let me modify. So the type maybe I can go with straight or spline or none. So that's according to a line. The line type also can select it, and the line weight also can select it. The arrow also the same like the dimension style manager. Okay, so going to next. The last one is table. So after form the table and data actually you also can change it. Whether from the type, here is the last one is the below one is title and the upside is data and headers. But usually the people who use the table direction is downside. Okay, so that's all for today. Thanks for watching and hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye bye.